Hello again, guys. It's Carly from the Poetry of Nice, and I am back with my weekly sales update video. So if you're new here, welcome. This is a channel all about reselling online. I personally sell on Etsy, Poshmark, and eBay, although I have not had an Etsy sale in quite a while. Just bear that in mind, and no Etsy sales this week either. Seems to be a bit of a trend, but I will be showing you sales from Poshmark and eBay. This is from May the 20th to May the 26th, so just around a week there. And what I do every video basically is take you through each item individually. I let you know where I picked it up, how much I paid for it originally, how much it's sold for, and then right at the end of the video, I give you all of my numbers. So I give you my gross sales for the entire week. I let you know roughly how much I paid in fees to these platforms. I let you know how much I paid for every single item, like combine my total cost of goods for the week. And right at the end, I let you know my net profit, which is how much money I walked away with when all was said and done in pure profit. So without further ado, we're just going to crack on, and I'm going to start with Poshmark as usual. With all of these items, buyer pays shipping. I'll let you know if there was anything in there that was free shipping. Occasionally on Poshmark, I do give a shipping discount of $1.80 if I'm sending out offers. Just bear that in mind. But otherwise, here we go. So this BCBG Max Azria bandage skirt. Thank you very much, Jet, by the way. Shout out to you. One of my lovely subscribers who comments a lot, and she gave me the keyword for bandage skirt. I learned something new, and that was absolutely perfect. That's exactly what this is. I paid 73 cents for this at a church rumor sale. It was a filler bag situation. That's how much this item cost me when it was all averaged out throughout the entire day's thrifting. And I bought this just last weekend, and it was listed for just a couple of days. Comps were all over the place, anywhere from 15 to sort of 35-ish, but this was an extra small. And this sold in just a couple of days of listing. I went back and forth with the buyer. We chatted a little bit, and we ended up on 22 with no shipping discount. So I was happy with that, with a nice quick turnover, and right in the middle of those comps there. All right, Torrid. So this piece I picked up a few weeks ago. It sort of had so much interest on both Poshmark and eBay, and actually sold on eBay for $30, same as here, and plus the shipping, and the person never paid. So it went through the whole unpaid item scenario, which takes several days to play out, as most people know. And as soon as I relisted it, as soon as I put it back up, I put it back up on eBay and on Poshmark as well. Obviously, I took the not for sale off and put it back up, and it sold within the same day, which is nice. Someone sent me that best offer of $30, and I went ahead and accepted it because I'd accepted it before, and I had $2.40 in this item. This was obviously a very small sale, but it's just Rue 21. I picked these up at a filler bag, so about 50 cents is how much I had in these. They sold for $10, so not a lot of profit, but very, very easy and simple to list. Very quick listing, and I picked them purely because of the style and the season with the sort of American flag accent there. These were sort of one of my experiments, and I still plan to do a DIY video, FYI. I haven't found a pair of jeans yet that I want to use for it, but I bought these as a full pair of jeans. Had a lot of staining and things on them. They're Levi's vintage silver tab from around the 90s. So what I did is I turned them into sort of high cut-offs, and then I did a bleach dip dye with a little bit of like bleach speckling in there as well, and I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. Here is the front as well. It was definitely an experiment, but I did like doing that. I had some fun. And I paid 50 cents at a filler bag, and they sold for a best offer of 35 plus shipping. So I'm really happy with that turnaround as well. It wasn't a whole lot of effort. And I let the dryer do most of the distressing on the cuffs and stuff for me. Again, watch out for that DIY video. I will get it done this summer, I promise. But yes, that was quite a fun little flip. I hope that they love them. They're definitely one of a kind. This bra cost me $1.24 at a rummage sale. Again, all evened out, and it sold for $20 plus the shipping, and I just thought this was really pretty. It was Body by Victoria's Secret. It was a demi bra, and it had this kind of like longer sort of hem, if you like, there. Really, really pretty, perfect for the season as well. This has sat around for ages. It sold once, it came back to me because it didn't fit. Yeah, I'm just glad to see it go, if I'm really honest. 50 cents from filler bag, and it sold for $12. Just a vintage paisley high-waisted pleated skirt. I don't know that I would pick this up again necessarily. I do like my vintage skirts, and I've been picking them up quite a lot depending on the print, but I'm finding they move slower and slower for me right now. Maybe just the season, but I think I'd use a bit more discretion moving forward. Okay, Victoria's Secret bikini. Again, perfect for the season. 50 cents is how much I had in this. It sold for $25 at full asking price. Just a peach color. It had lightly padded cups and some ruffle detail, and that was it. These I've had for forever. They transferred over from eBay to Posh when I first started on Posh, like well over a year ago at this point, and they've never moved from me. So somebody came along and offered me $14, and frankly, I was ecstatic. They're Lucky Brand, sweet and low. They were flared jean. They were a good size. They had a 34-inch waist. They're embroidered, like floral embroidered, but they just, for whatever reason, they just never moved for me. So I took the $14, was happy, and I originally had $3 in these from a thrift store. This was also from my last haul, my last weekend haul that I did. 73 cents is how much I had in this. It was new with tags, and it was just a like waist bag, fanny pack, whatever the heck you want to call it. Pink by Victoria's Secret. It had this kind of holographic look to it, is one of the main keywords that most people were using. And then the spell out strap that you can see down here. So neat piece, but it only originally retailed for $24. So when you factor in the fact that there's a $6 or $6.99, whatever it is now, shipping for the buyer and stuff, you can't expect too much from that. So $14 is the offer that I took, and I was happy with that, and obviously buyer paid shipping as well. Talbots, this is also from last weekend, 73 cents I had in this. Just a very simple black, wide neck, semi-sheer blouse, but it was a size 18W is why I grabbed it, and it's sold within a couple of days of listing for $20. This I've had for a long time. I've just been waiting for the right buyer. It sold for $18, as you can see here. I picked it up for 25 cents at a rummage sale. It's just a vintage kind of like beret style hat, union made in the USA. It was a really nice piece, but like I said, it just really needed the right person to come along. This Lucky Brand blouse, I picked it up because it was a 2X. It was a really pretty plaid pop-over blouse. Pop-over meaning that the buttons only go down to around here, and so it has to go over the head rather than a full button-up blouse or button-up shirt. It sold for $27, which was a great turnaround, and cost me $2.40 originally. At a yard sale, I should also say. So this blue leather wallet, I used to do really well with vintage leather wallets, especially the tri-fold, meaning they fold out like 1, 2, 3 times. Really well on Etsy, and Etsy isn't really working for me right now, if I'm honest. It's still alive in terms of my shop is still turned on, but I'm just not getting sales there right now. And honestly, my energy isn't going there. It's going to Poshmark and eBay, which is being reflected in my sales here. My sales are picking up on both platforms, but you win some, you lose some. What can I say? So this sold for $20, which I was happy with, which is the same amount I would usually expect to get on Etsy anyway, and I paid 50 cents at a filler bag. These Vans were also from the same yard sale that I got all of those shoes from the haul just a couple of weeks ago. I will pop it in the cards in case anyone's interested. It's titled My Best Haul Yet because the shoes I got there were fantastic. Same yard sale, actually, that I got the Little Mermaid cardigan I showed earlier in this video. So $2.40 is how much I had in these, and they sold for $40, full asking price. And they were a flamingo print, which, how fun. The next items were a bundle, the next 3 items, and they were all actually from the last weekend. So 73 cents a piece for each of the next 3 items I'm going to show you. And actually, I listed them. I listed about 5 items from that haul first thing Monday morning, I think it was. I picked them up on Saturday, and someone came along and bundled all of these items almost immediately and purchased them, which was such a nice thing. I'm so glad. And so they paid a total of $55 for these 3 items after we sort of figured out the price, and I was very happy with that. So Cacique, whatever you want to call it, bra had like a mint green with a black lace overlay. There is the tag if you're interested. Next item was this Lucky Brand size 1X, just very lightweight cardigan. And the last one was this hot cotton extra large, just a very simple white Y-neck top with like a crochet style detail. So definitely all the same kind of, well, at least the 2 tops were kind of the same vibe. So I hope that they love them. And the last item I'm going to show you in Poshmark is this pair of Ralph Lauren dark wash distressed Bermuda jean shorts. 15 is what the buyer paid, and 45 cents is how much I paid for them originally. Okay, and on to eBay. So these shoes were a bit of a mistake on my part to pick up. I picked up a few pairs, or 2 pairs, I think it was, of vintage, like very 80s vibe shoes a while ago out of a filler bag. So 50 cents is how much I had in them. But then I got to list them and I realized the comps were not very strong, and then they were narrow sizes, and I don't know, they've sat for quite a while. So someone offered me $9.99 plus the shipping. And honestly, they had, a little bit of cosmetic wear and things like that going on with them. And I was just very happy to have someone come along and take them off my hands. So $10 basically is what someone paid for those. Oh, come on. This item I do not have in my numbers. So this isn't going to be reflected in the final numbers I give you, only because it was ours. We bought this a while ago. We got a deal on it, like a Black Friday deal, and we just never installed it and have now decided that we're not going to, we're using what we already have, basically. So we paid about 150-ish. And it sold for a best offer of 150 plus the shipping. So I'm happy. Basically, we just got our money back. We weren't able to return it anymore. Otherwise, we probably would have done that. But what a nice part of being a reseller, you know, when you decide you're not going to use something around the house, whatever, and you can just go ahead and flip it and get that money almost right back in some cases. And I wanted to show you this because at the end of the day, it's kind of like a bolo, right? Like if you find this, something like this at a yard sale or a thrift store, oh my goodness, pick it up. So Nest is the brand, a very well-known brand when it comes to like security and homewares and all that kind of stuff. And it was just an outdoor security camera. But yes, I wanted to point that out just in case you ever see it when you're out and about. So $150. Torrid, this shirt sold on sale for $16.14, and I paid $2 originally at a yard sale, I think, for it. I probably wouldn't do that again. I think Torrid for me is probably usually $1 or below is what I stick to, unless it's something very kind of special, like that little mermaid one, for instance, then I'd probably go up to $2 or $3-ish. Jones, New York, this wasn't a very good buy. I paid only $1 for this, but it only sold for $12 on a best offer, and it took a long time. I picked it up because it was a wool blend, and it was a size 10, and it was a herringbone kind of knit, and I thought it was a really nice piece, but it's just not the right brand, I don't think, really, for it. So Cabby, I picked this piece up for $1.12 at a rummage sale, and it sold for a best offer of $15.99. And this piece was a bit of a mystery because while it had the brand tag and I think it had the size in it, maybe it didn't, I can't remember now, but it didn't have the style number in it, so I had to kind of make it up as I went along. But it actually got quite a lot of attention, so I was quite impressed by that. So yeah, $15.99. It sold within about 2 or 3 weeks of listing. This piece was fun. So I said way back at the beginning of 2019, I did a video all about like what I was going to keep my eyes open for this year in 2019. And I said that I was going to do a lot of like hard goods. I was going to try to open up a bit more hard goods. And this is one of the pieces I picked up with that in mind. So this was the brand AULD. There we go. It was handcrafted in Haiti. And I did some research and stuff, and I was quite happy that I found it. I paid $1 at a rummage sale. There's that little sticker. That's all it had going for it. Just a little bit of wear, but overall really, really nice shape. I think it was for like, you know, you put like dip and then chips on the outside, I think is probably what it was for. Anyway, it sold for $42.49 on sale plus the shipping, and it went to Hawaii, so the shipping was not cheap. It was over $20. So again, I hope that person enjoys it, and that was just $1. This Talbot shirt was from last weekend also, so again, 73 cents. I do like the plus-size Talbots. I find that it moves pretty quickly and for a decent price. Someone offered me $19.95. Only been listed for a couple of days, and I accepted very happily. This piece also from last weekend, so 73 cents again. It was Simply Southern, which doesn't have a huge like retail value, I don't think, and so the resale also is not so much, but I put this up at 20 with it being a long sleeve just to kind of see what would happen. The comps were less than that, and someone offered me, I think the same day, they offered me, what was it? They offered me $15, and I went ahead and accepted that, which was right in line with the comps as well, which is always nice. This Nike t-shirt, I don't really pick these up anymore, not even if they're filler bag, because I don't feel like they're really worth the time for listing unless you can bundle them, just my opinion. And it sold for $8 plus shipping. It's only about 50 cents, but still, that's quite a lot of work for just a little bit of profit. Abercrombie and Fitch, this sold for $11.43. $11.43. I originally had 50 cents in it from a filler bag. This I picked up last weekend also, so again, 73 cents, and the brand was Jack, which is to do with BV Dakota, I believe. There it is, size large, really pretty dress with this kind of like, sort of, what is it, like a low-cut crossover back detail, really cute. It did have one small flaw, unfortunately. It had like a little area here where originally I thought it was like a little hole, and actually looks like someone else had already tried to fix it and hadn't done the most phenomenal job, so I just went ahead and disclosed that in both the photographs and the listing and the condition description as well. And it sold, I think it was either the same day or the next day, for a best offer of $18, which again, 73 cents into it. I was happy to take $18 considering it had that flaw. Theory is a funny one for me. Retail's so high, and I always get excited when I find it. I'll show you that tag as well. This piece was, I think, 100% cashmere. Let's find out. Yes, 100% cashmere. Obviously, like a very low-cut vest. And I only paid $2.90 for this at a thrift store, but it's sat for a while. Theory does tend to hang out for me for quite a long time. And it sold eventually for a best offer of $22.50. So, not bad, but this piece was also $2.40 from the same yard sale. That same yard sale with the Little Mermaid cardigan that I've done so well off of that one. It was newer tags, Ralph Lauren navy blue dress pants. So it was size 20W. I grabbed them because they were newer tags and because they were a good size. And someone offered me $25, which actually is quite fair in terms of market value and comps and stuff, plus the shipping. And again, happy to take that. Eileen Fisher, this was a 100% linen pinstripe blazer. This has gone out once before and then come back because of a fit issue. So someone offered me $25. No, they didn't. They offered me $30. Just kidding. $30, and I paid $1, so I was happy with that. This Lucky Brand top, same yard sale again, so $2.40 again. And it was a size 2X is why I grabbed it. It was 100% silk, very, very pretty. And I didn't get a chance to change this. Apparently it was a different kind of lily, and I never quite got there. It sold before I did, but hey, I don't mind that one bit. And it sold for best offer of $20. Coldwater Creek, I've had this for a long time. I paid $3 at a thrift store. I grabbed it because of the Southwestern style print, and then there was like beading and stud work in there. Really, really nice, sort of very cozy cardigan. And here we are, end of May, almost into June, and it's sold for a best offer of $20. So, heck yeah, why not? This I had hesitated on picking up. It cost me 50 cents at a rummage sale. It was J. Crew, obviously an older piece. This is definitely an older tag, and it was factory. It was a size 2, smaller size, and this patchwork is very kind of early 2000s to me. However, they were actually selling okay. The comps were not terrible. And I had a couple of watches on this, but just because it was a little bit older and I wasn't super convinced by the style, I did take a best offer of $12 plus the shipping. Again, only 50 cents in it. Garnet Hill floral lace overlay dress had a lot of interest as well. I had it listed originally at $45 and have dropped steadily just as it sat in my closet and in my store. I actually paid $7 at a thrift store, which actually I don't know that I would pay that much again, but it sold for $25 plus shipping on a best offer. The next are a pair of Tommy Hilfiger capris. They were size 14. I tend to do pretty well around the season with Tommy Hilfiger, like either the jeans in those slightly larger sizes, like I'd say like 12 and up maybe, or definitely the crop ones as well. This was the Hope crop, dark wash, and someone offered me $15. I had 50 cents in them. Happy to take that. Just very kind of bread and butter, if you like. They tend to move quickly. This was something I don't usually buy, but actually somebody sent these to me as a gift for my boys, and they just weren't going to work out for various reasons, not least because they're old and they deserve a loving home and not my children to stuff them into plug holes and things like that. So Vintage Britain's Ltd was the brand. They're from approximately the 1970s, and this was just a variety of like farmer set. And they actually sold for $29.99 plus the shipping. I had no money into that, so that was just pure profit there. And the person did not mind me selling it, by the way. This Ralph Lauren, what was it? A linen. It was a linen hot pink, like sleeveless shirt. It was new without tags. It still had sort of the stickers and things like that and the buttons inside, I think. Paid $1 at a yard sale, sold for $17 plus the shipping. This ModCloth top. There we go. There's a tongue twister. I paid $2.40, same yard sale again. And it was only a size large. I think the ModCloth plus sizes tend to do a little bit better, but it had so much interest, even though it was a very, very simple design. So $2.40, and it sold for $19.99, as you see right there, plus the shipping. And the last item is a pair of Coach gold metallic, like almost like a pewter color, leather penny loafers. They were the Frederica. It says on the inside on almost all Coach shoes, I think, like it has a style name. And I paid 45 cents for these at a rummage sale, and they sold for $29.99 plus the shipping. All right, you guys, thank you for hanging in there. I know there's quite a lot of stuff to show you, but I'm going to give you my numbers for the week now. So my gross sales for the week were $812.46. The fees that I paid, again, I say this every week, but I sort of cap it all at 20% flat for my gross sales. Poshmark is 20%. eBay tends to be a little bit less, tends to be more like 15% when you combine eBay and PayPal together. However, for the sake of transparency and making sure that I'm being very honest about how much I have to pay these platforms to sell on them, I just call it 20% flat and keep it consistent every week. So fees I paid were around $162.49. My cost of goods, so what I paid for every single item I showed you here, was $51.38 total. So my net profit, what I walked away with after all was said and done in terms of paying for the items outright and paying all those fees and things like that, was $598.59 profit, which I am very, very happy with. Again, if you're new here and you're wondering sort of how much work I put in, if you like, I am a stay-at-home parent, so this is what I do as my sort of work-at-home job. It's my business that I run from home while I take care of my kids and whatnot, and I work around 1 to 2, sometimes up to 3 hours now that I'm doing a little bit more listing, but that's it really, and I kind of do it as I go about my day and I'm able to grab time, so it fits in very well with my lifestyle. And if you have any questions about that, or you want to share any tips or anything like that, I would love it if you would say hello in the comments and go ahead and share stuff. I love to get to know each and everybody who is watching my videos. Thank you all so much for hanging out and for all of your support. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, I would love it if you would subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next video. Have a wonderful week, you guys. Bye.